Hello, Tigers. Before I begin today's lesson, let's go ahead and do one of our minute breathing challenges for the day. So go ahead and get comfortable, loosen your shoulders, close your eyes, and get ready to breathe. Here we go, 1 minute. Great job, guys. Today we're going to be talking about our reticular activating system in our brain, called the RAS. Your RAS is in the base of your brain. About here somewhere-ish. Your RAS acts as a filter against all the data that's around us, like sounds, music, tastes, colors, things we see, images. Pictures, all the things around us. There can be up to 2 million bits of data at any time that your brain is taking in through your senses. Your brain can only process so much of that at a time. So your RAS filter only lets things through that it thinks is important. So how does it know what is important? By what you focus on most. So I want us to find ways to practice improving our focus. And this week we're going to be working on our mindful listening. So we're beginning with sounds this week, and we're going to do an activity that makes us focus on one sound, and then we're going to do an activity that lets us guess some mystery sounds.
Now, here's a question for you. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you think you are at listening? With 1 not being very good and 10 being the best in the world. Okay, so lots of you reckon you're pretty good, some not so much, and some are the masters of listening. Well, if you're that good, maybe you're really Spider-Man. Have you heard about spidey senses? Well, let's now play a special game to see how good we are at listening and how strong our spidey senses are. It's time to activate our listening. So, keep your hands resting on your knees. Make your back long and strong so you are switched on and ready. Now listen for when you hear the bell. The sound will then fade until it's gone. I want to see how long you can hear the sound of the bell ringing. And when you can't hear it any longer, move your hands from your knees into your lap. Then I'll be able to see how long you could hear the bell and how good your listening was. Ready? Let's take our hands onto our knees. And if you want, you can also close your eyes so you're totally focused on your listening. So, here comes the sound of the bell. Well, that was a good start. You're already showing how good you are at listening. Let's try it again. Ready? Hands back to knees. Cool, that was even better than the first time. Great listening, everyone. Let's do one more, one last time, to see if we can stretch those spidey senses a little more and do our best listening yet. Ready? Hands to knees, and here we go. Wow, that was the best one. Now you've proven just how great your listening skills can be. Your spider sense is activated. Next time you are trying to learn something from the teacher or someone is telling you something, see if you can activate your listening as well as you did just now in our game, and notice how much more you can hear.
All right, friends, now let's play Guess the Sound. What can you hear? Usually, we aren't mindful of every sound because our brain helps us pay attention. It screens the sounds that our ears pick up and brings to our attention only the ones that are important. By paying close attention to specific sounds, we can train our RAS to listen very carefully. That helps the information reach your prefrontal cortex, your wise owl, easily, so you can get the information you're listening for right away. Then you'll be more in control of how you think, how you behave when you pay attention to what you see, hear, taste, touch, and smell. When you're really listening well, you get the information you need without being distracted. Then you can mindfully decide what to say or what to do. The world is filled with all kinds of distractions and noises. We can do some things to be proactive and plan ahead to help ourselves focus, especially if we're doing our schoolwork. Here are some best tips to avoid study distractions. Try to develop a routine that you stick to for studying, times of day. Establish some small goals for yourself so you're not trying to do everything all at once. And when you reach those small goals, reward yourself. Start with your hardest activities or goals first. It's way more motivating to keep you going. Switch off electronic devices that you don't need to do your work. And if there are apps that run in the background, shut those down and block them so that you're not tempted to do that instead of the work you need to do. Try to eat well and give your brain the fuel it needs to function at its top level. And make yourself comfortable. Find a quiet location. Silence is golden. If you're comfortable, you'll be less likely to want to wander around and move. If it's quiet, you'll be much more likely to focus on what you need to be doing. There are times you are able to take control of your situation and improve it so you can focus better. But there are many times when we don't have control over the things that go on around us. So the more we practice training our RAS to focus and bring in the important information, the better off we will be. You are welcome to reuse this video as often as you like, and there are all kinds of resources online for mindful listening. And here's one more mystery sound to close us out. I hope you have a fabulous week.
Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho.